Hey, Otega Oweh, right? Pretty good. Kick their butts. Right in their buttholes.
Another one.
It's the Catican. Kentucky wins a nail biter 83-82. Fellas, how we feeling?
Great. They don't ask how, they just ask how many, and they needed that one. The Cats did. Oklahoma needed it too, but pulled it out in the end, man. Otega was not going to be denied. I don't know how the hell he got that last shot to drop, or 25 of our last 27 points, but my God, he did. He was not going to let us lose.
Yeah, I never doubted it. There was never a point in which I was scared that we were going to lose that game. Yeah, have we had a player take over a game like this? No, like
Otega
Lamont
did.
against Louisville.
Butler against Louisville is what I was going to say.
Yeah,
But
Otega did
as far
in the
as
stretch against Vandy too.
Yeah, this was just Otega's night. So give him the flowers. Jeremiah Coward is gonna cry himself to sleep tonight, and Otega gets to own Norman for another year. Yeah,
That one's forever, man.
Otega was awesome. You could feel from the beginning, even when in the beginning of the game, it kind of felt like he was forcing things a little bit, and then he got comfortable, and of course he went off in the second half. Happy for us to get a road win like this because they have eluded us for most of the season. Also, other than Otega, who of course that's who everybody's going to be talking about after tonight, Brandon Garrison was awesome. Brandon Garrison's back, man.
Sniper. Yeah. We won this game, tough road game, not healthy. Everybody kind of thought we were going to be healthy. We should have known, right? This is Jackson didn't make it through the game, and Butler was had shoulder pad on. He couldn't hardly move like he usually does. So, but we also shot 30% from three, and they shot 40% from three, which isn't, that's not a normal night for either one of these teams. So shots aren't going your way. You still pull out a road win, and they really, really needed this game. I feel like this would have been the game to get them over the edge or whatever. And we did too. We needed this game. We didn't need this game to make the tournament, but I feel like we needed this game to get right, and then hopefully, as we get healthy, kind of go on a run.
And when we talked about it last time, sandwiching it in between Auburn and Alabama, and then it becomes the ultimate trap game for one. A game they needed desperately. That their odds shot up at the broadcast. What, Jared, 71% you said from 45 if they'd have won it. To do that on a in a rowdy environment, down a couple guys, thought Coach Pope drop a bullshit on air, so that was nice. Oh my gosh,
bullshit.
No, that was a bullshit. That was 100% a bullshit because it was bullshit. So what? So did he. He couldn't believe it either. He said, "Look, you make me swear. Look what you're making me do. Making me say bullshit on TV. That's obviously a bad call." Anyway, no, but great for them to pull that out, man. They had every reason they could have folded in that game. Oklahoma shot over 50% from three in the second half. Otega just refused to lose that game straight up. Like, what the hell was that last shot even? A turnaround flip circus shot goes down, cash, got fouled, truthfully.
He shot it behind his head.
It was a very high percentage shot.
The over under on who was shooting, or the betting on who's just taking that last shot would have been through the roof for anybody else. But he knew he was going to put it up, and he did, and he made it. And that's the thing with Otega. Like, he's going to force some shit sometimes. But my goodness, sometimes it goes in though. You knew after he had that two point snoozer of that he was going to have a bounce back game like this. Sure did.
He was getting constantly booed throughout the entire night every time he touched the ball. And then very cathartic for him to be able to go to the crowd at the end of the game, being like, "Come on, let me hear it."
Yeah, it's literally a career high.
Yeah.
That's so gas. I love stuff like that. Career high on the road, former school, game winner on a night where that we shot less threes. If you just said we'd have shot less threes, made less threes than Oklahoma on the road. This is a game like you said, we've lost this game how many times this year?
Oh,
I
yeah.
swear to God, we've lost to this type of team, Ohio State, Clemson, I mean, Vandy. Who else? I mean, there's a handful of
Georgia,
games.
Ole Miss.
Georgia, Ole Miss. Yeah, Ole Miss, like, I mean, they did get fucking pieced today by 30, though. So Ole Miss maybe not as good as I thought. They got destroyed. But yeah, we've lost this game a half dozen times this year, so it was really nice to pull that one out. And I thought it ended kind of like that Gonzaga game where it was like, oh, all right, cool, that's a win. Didn't feel like it up until that very last second, but there it is.
Why did they review that last shot? Is it because they got blocked 3 times by
they
3
wanted to see how
dudes?
they wanted to see how Steph that last shot got. The refs
just how bad
Jones and for how annihilated that last shot got. How many hands got on it? They had props on it. How many people got hands on it?
Yeah,
over under.
They were calling the game like they had props on it.
Well, yeah, Hanky Panky Spanky was there trying to put the fix in to get another SEC team in the tournament.
I swear that's how I'm feeling about this Utah State game right now. Boise State is getting everything. They need another team in the tournament. I think Oklahoma still probably gets in because the bubble's weak as hell.
Yeah, they might make a decent run here to close the season, and then if they win a game or two in the SEC tournament, I'm sure they'll find their way in. They're good. Jeremiah Fears is awesome.
Yeah, I just hate him.
Yeah. Brandon Garrison.
He was so unlikable.
Yeah, Brandon Garrison was ready to scrap at the end of that game.
Yeah,
and it makes sense him being an Oklahoma State guy that he would want to, to show up Oklahoma as well.
Is he from Oklahoma City?
They said where in Oklahoma it was. It slips my mind.
Jackson's from Tulsa.
Yeah,
he's from Asa, which I'm not sure if that's. I don't know why.
Maybe it's the same.
Top of my head where he's from.
I don't know. There's only 2 cities in Oklahoma.
I want to say they said he was from Stillwater, or I might just be thinking because he went to Oklahoma State, he's from Stillwater.
No.
Either way.
Yeah, but him getting the block at the end there, he got 2 threes. He had a lot of really good heads up plays too, where normally if it's a loose ball, we're not getting that, but he just kept the ball just kept finding its way to him.
Weird game. Ansley, forgot all about him. 4 minutes. That's interesting. I'm just looking at the box score here.
That's a guy I wouldn't have thought would fall out of the lineup here to close the season. Maybe it's just the matchups.
I think it's matchup. It's got to be matchups in some way because we only shot 23 threes. They were clearly running things out. They weren't getting up the corner 3, I don't think, and that's really his post up bread and butter. Then I think we needed rebounding more and getting some guys back in rotation. Maybe he just kind of odd man out there.
Odd man out. They closed out the game with Amari Williams and Brandon Garrison in like the last 5 minutes. And I didn't think we were going to get that lineup this year. We didn't get Andrew Carr to close out the game. I hope that's not due to injury.
Yeah, they said his back was sore looking on the sideline, but yeah, I mean, I think we had 35 minutes from Berea, 32 from Oweh, and 27 from BG. So it was definitely a weird night for the rotations. But we won, so suck it.
It's crazy how much better it is. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Made 7 threes. Don't give it. Doesn't matter.
No.
Made Mark Pope
not
on
losing
live
again.
TV. Fantastic, because now I can play that clip back and it'll be hilarious.
Hey guys, did we just win a game with a bucket getter carrying us throughout the second half?
Yeah, just utterly. This looks like a old school 10 years ago type game.
Clear amount.
I think that the reason Ben's not on right now is the amount of tough twos that went down for Otega is really just chapping his ass. And I think that this was
I was going bananas.
Yeah. But it's a moral defeat for Ben.
for efficient basketball lovers everywhere, it's not great, but
yeah,
it was an absolute bomb game by him. 28 points, career high, back at the crib, get the win. It was amazing. It's perfect.
There was a portion where they were all just sort of standing the 5 out, and they had the ball at the top, and Otega was just to the right, and Otega's just screaming for the ball and going like that, and then they pass it to somebody else, and Otega just like claps his hands and clearly gets visibly annoyed. Now, normally, I wouldn't like that, but he was clearly feeling it tonight, so probably just give him the ball.
Yeah, he's a little sassy too. He just, which you gotta have that. He's got the swagger.
No, Pope says that every time he's on the court. He thinks he's the best player in the gym. A lot of these guys, y'all really to be at this level, you got to feel that way about your game. But Otega's not one that you ever question if he feels that way. He for sure feels that way.
I mean, yeah, he plays that way too. Just going downhill and just trying to yam it on dudes all the time.
Absolutely, that last N1 dunk. How did he stay in the air so damn long?
He absolutely like pulled up and like swung off on that one too.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he absolutely showboated a little bit, got a little extra air on it, and then he yammed it down.
Yeah, he he consistently produces on the offensive side. Like he's like an auto 10 to 15 every game. Yeah. But then also defensively, like we are way better when he's out there defensively than when he's not, which is to me, top to bottom, game to game, availability, all this considered, the most important person to the success of this team this year has been Otega Oweh. And tonight was his homecoming. Very nice for him. I'm glad. Also, his mom was awesome at the Duke game.
Yeah.
Right? He was like,
yeah, his whole family was right there. Yeah. Great.
Butler fouled out with like 7 minutes ago because
it was some bullshit.
The SEC is trash. But also he had a very productive 20 minutes of game time.
Yes, like 6 assists and
yeah, it was 6 assists, 7 points, 4 rebounds.
We went 5 for 5 from the line.
Yeah,
pretty cool. That spill that he took, where it looked like he hit the ground pretty hard, I held my breath there. But he
got right back up. Hit right in the forehead.
Yeah,
hard. Yeah.
There was a possession where we were on defense, and there was a loose ball that was going out of bounds toward the sideline, and you could see him lunge like he was about to dive for it. It looked exactly like how he re-injured his shoulder against Tennessee, and then you could see him hesitate and then not dive for it. So it's like, that's probably a good call.
Yeah, you want the hustle, but at this point, like please God, don't dive on the ground. Please, like ever for any reason.
No, Noah got pretty good amount of time tonight, which was surprising to me because they were taking away that corner three, which is kind of the offensive. But I think his fight for rebounds was kind of important. I think that he also had a positive plus minus. Yeah.
He had a sweet no-look assist to Travis Perry in the corner. That was very cool.
Yeah. Seeing them get meaningful minutes still, even whenever it was like the comeback game, was good. I really feel like if we get a healthy Lamont and healthy Jackson, it's never going to be 100%.
Right.
But like this stretch has been just very, very good for their development and the development of our depth in general. Yeah, I'm excited for Saturday. I feel like we could do it. I mean, obviously we can. We beat Duke, right? Like we can do this.
Yeah.
We should have beat Bama.
The first time, I feel like. Maybe not the last time, but
yeah, we should have swept them.
I love a team that swept us out. We should have swept that ass.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for those pesky losses, we'd have swept them.
Yep. I mean, basically, it was Nate Oates threatened the families of the refs. So that's why we lost. But
that's canonical. That's everything I read. That's pretty true. So
yeah. I don't know. Both games, it felt like Alabama had a lot of weaknesses. I'd like to play them in Nashville.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I want no part of that team. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like how we match up with them at all.
I would like to play them in Nashville and beat them, and then play them in like the Elite Eight, beat them, so we can go even on the year.
I would like that. I'd like it if I knew the result was us beating them for sure.
Well, 100%. I was going to say you also run the risk of going 0-3. So.
Well, the thing is we're not losing another game, so everybody had their fun. They got them. They got us while they could.
All right.
Get us now. Okay, get us now when Jackson's wrist is hurt. Because
you better
speaking of Jackson's wrist, I hope it wasn't a re-aggravating. Maybe it was just a little sore, and they're just trying to get him some extra time, some extra rest. Don't want him to actually aggravate it before the Auburn game. Hopefully that was the thinking there.
Or it was all a decoy. We wanted Auburn to think they were still hurt.
So we played them?
Mm-hmm. Okay. So that way they spent all this time focusing on Otega Oweh. It's like, actually, here's a 100% healthy Jackson Robinson and Lamont Butler for you.
If we do get a 100% healthy Lamont Butler, I would say we have a 50% chance to win that game.
I have no idea what to make of it because going purely off of vibes, which is, of course, how we like to do things around here.
Yeah.
It would have made a lot of sense for us to lose tonight and then to beat Auburn on Saturday. So maybe we beat Auburn on Saturday and then lose to LSU. So
everybody is an idiot, but some idiots like to pretend that they like to put these imaginary numbers up and pretend that those mean something. When really it's just everything's vibes.
Yeah, but I'll tell you though, Auburn's vibes are about as good as vibes have been in college basketball since like UNLV in '91. So, I mean, they're the truth.
I do think we should get enough. We should have some players fight each other on an airplane.
Remember when that was the story? We're like, oh, look at this. They're up 50 and they can't get along. And then they just beat the piss out of everybody for the next 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh boy! All right, fellas.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
it'll be a good Saturday.
This is gonna be crazy. That'll be a fun one.
But
all right, guys.
All right, now we need to get into the thing about Mark Pope winning 15 natties is that I'm not sure that the United States as a country in the world as it's currently situated is going to exist in like 3 years. So yeah, just a little.
I think a downside to us when we win 14 championships in a row is that like after like 12 or so, it might not mean as much anymore.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll beat that horse.
I think what we'll have to do is let Mark Pope take a season off. Maybe get Brad in the coaches for a season just to give us a little palate cleanse.
Like that, just to help us appreciate what we got.
Yeah. It's like sniffing coffee at the perfume shop, you know.
Oh yeah, palate cleanser.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, too much sweet. Yeah.
All right, guys. Anything
That's
else
our analysis
on this game or the Auburn game? This is a late recording session.
It's really late.
Utah State.
Also, Otega. I mean, the whole game was just like University of Otega is what we saw tonight, and that's kind of it.
And that university got a dub, so I'll take it. On to the next one. I don't feel good about Auburn, but I've been kissed to death for like 6 weeks now, so
good.
It's probably a good sign. So I don't feel good about the game at all, and I think that'll bode well in the end. But yeah, I don't like how it's gonna go right now.
Very cool. All right, well, we miss you, Ben. Come home.
I didn't mean it, buddy. I didn't mean it.
Please come home.
I didn't mean it. I'm just mad.
Thank you for joining the Catican. For Kale, for Braden, I'm Jared. Go Cats.
Go Cats.
Benadryl.